Hey, Matt here from the Loot Signal channel, and today I'm going to show you what I think may be the best Switch 2 grip on the market, and that grip is none other than the Savage Raven Neo Grip by Skull & Co. So, what makes this grip stand out from the rest? Well, this actually comes with 3 different grip handles. They're interchangeable, so you get 3 different options in one here, and I gotta say they're all pretty good. So in this review, I'm gonna walk through what you get in the box, the pieces you get, the 3 different grip handles, what I like about it, what I don't like about it, and whether I think you should buy it. So let's get the box out of the way, and let's take a look at the grip body. So this is the actual grip body. So this is the main piece that you will be sliding onto the Switch 2. And what you will notice here is that it's actually very thin and it's also very light, which is really nice. So you don't need to worry when you put this grip on that you're adding any weight really to your Switch. It almost feels the exact same, which is a good benefit of this grip. And you will notice on the inside here and on the insides here that there is some padding. So I've been using this now for a couple months and I haven't had any issues, any damage, any scratches. So that is nice. I don't think you need to worry about that. And overall, this piece, while it is pretty thin and a little flimsy, once it's actually onto your Switch 2, you don't need to worry about anything. I don't think you're going to have any problems here. Now, the next piece you've got is actually this little piece here. Let's see if I can get a good shot for you. Bear with me with the focus here. So this piece here actually goes on top of the Switch 2 and locks the big grip body that I just showed you on. So we're going to put this together. I'm going to show you how this works. And then we'll take a look at the 3 different handle options. So as you know, with most Switch grips and Switch 2 grips, you just slide it on here. So boom, slide it on. The grip body is on. No problems, went on easy. And even without that top locking piece, like it's on there pretty firm. You don't need to worry about it coming off. But I guess if you're traveling or you're waving it around, swinging it around, maybe it would come off. So that is why they give you that little top locking piece. So next, I'm going to show you how you lock this all together. So here you will see the top locking piece just slides into this little groove on the main grip body. And all you do, you slide it in there, you push down, and then there's almost like a little on or off switch here. Let's see if I can get it to actually lock this all together. So you slide it over and bam, you're locked in now and the grip body is on. So a couple cool things about the grip body, the grip itself is one, this is dockable. So you can actually still throw this on, throw this in your dock, play on the TV without taking the grip itself off. And the other thing is that you got pretty much full functionality of the stand. So it goes up to what they say, I believe, is about 75 degrees, which I mean, how much more do you need than that? So it's pretty cool. You get full functionality of the Switch 2 with the grip on there. Now, we are going to go ahead and take a look at the grip handles. So as I mentioned, what really makes this grip unique is you've got 3 different grip handles and they're almost like a small, medium, and large size. So we're going to go through all 3. This is the first set here, which is called the snap grip. And the snap grip is the smallest of the 3. And I gotta say, I really like this. If you look at it, it's very thin. It doesn't add too much to the Switch itself. So it's almost like keeping the original Switch 2 feel with just a little bit more to hold on to. So let's slide this on. I'm gonna show you how you attach these grip handles. And then I'll let you know how this feels once it's all together. So on the back of the grip body here, there's almost like a little rail system. And I will mention that this is plastic on plastic when you attach it. So, I mean, it is possible over time that this becomes a little bit loose. But I've been using it for a few months, haven't had any issues. And I don't think most people are going to be taking these on or off, 100 times a day to ever loosen these up. But I thought I would mention that. So now the way that this works is you just slide it onto this rail system and you push it up with a little bit of force and it locks in. And once it's in, like it's in, it's not coming off. You don't need to worry about that. So the system itself is really good. I'm gonna do the same thing for the other side now. Let's see, line it up, slide it, lock it in, and you are good to go. So you will see here, like I mentioned before, that this is the smallest of the handles. And you will notice that it keeps almost the original form factor. You just get a little bit more to hold on to. And it's actually really nice. It's really comfortable. I think this is a great option if you're traveling, you want to throw it in your bag, but you want to keep the footprint small. So I enjoy this. This might be my second favorite of the three handles, and I use this one every so often because I do like it. So would recommend this. No issues here. I think it looks awesome, feels great. So let's slide these off. So the way you take the handles off is you actually just use a little bit of force and you pull down and it clips off. Slide it off the rails. Do the same thing for the other side. Let's see here. There we go. And they're off. So we are going to go now to the second of the three handles, which is my personal favorite. And that is what they call the trigger grip. So let's look at those. So here's the trigger grip. This is also what I would say is like the medium size of the three grips. And yeah, this is my favorite. We're going to put these on. I'll let you know what's unique about this. But basically, if you look at the top here, there's almost like a little groove to rest your middle finger. And that leaves your trigger fingers or your index fingers open for the triggers on the Switch 2. So let's get this on. I'll show you what I mean. Same thing. They all work the same way. Slide it on, lock it in. Let's get the other side. Slide it on, lock it in. So the trigger grip is on. And as I was saying, you basically can rest your middle fingers on the top here. It feels like it was meant for that. And then your trigger fingers are kind of wide open to easily access the triggers. So it's really comfortable for games like maybe shooters, things where you want to use the triggers a lot. And it gives you like a really solid grip on the Switch because you got your index fingers on the top here. So I really like this. And this is a unique feel. Like it feels different to me than most controllers because you don't usually have like a strong grip here with your middle fingers. So I like this. This is my personal favorite. And I would also say, as I mentioned, that it is probably like the closest to a medium size, although they're not too different. So let's go on to the third one. This is what I would say is the largest size, but it's not large by any means. I would say it still has like a smaller feel than your typical controller. So this is what they call the Plus grip. And let me get a better handle for you guys. This basically is just like your typical controller mold here. So if you like the feel of like a PS5 controller, Switch 2 Pro controller, Xbox controller, that's kind of what you're getting here. And these are the meatiest. So again, same system, slide it onto the rails. Let's do it. Boom. Let's get the other side. Boom. It's on there. And you will notice that it looks just like your typical kind of controller grip. Now, I don't want to say this is my third favorite or least favorite. It's almost a tie between this and the snap grip because I do like this. And if you've ever had a Satisfy grip, which I have right here. So this is my Switch 1 with the Satisfy grip. And the Plus grip is pretty much like the closest thing to the Satisfy grip that you get with this Neo grip system here. So if you like the Satisfy grip, which I actually really liked, then you're probably gonna like this one here, the plus size. So you might be wondering, if I have the Satisfy grip for the Switch 1, why did I change for the Switch 2? Uh, Really, couple main reasons. One is when I bought the Neo grip, the Satisfy grip wasn't out yet, and I wanted something right away. Two, I really liked the colors here, so the Switch 2 theme. And you can get this Neo grip in all black, so that option is there. I think they might even have some other colors. Check them out. But the other thing was the interchangeable handles. I had never seen that on a grip before. Um, I believe Savage Raven did maybe have something similar for the Switch 1, but I had never seen it, never used it. So I decided to pull the trigger on the Switch 2 version, and I gotta say, I am very satisfied. No pun intended. I think this is awesome. I would recommend this to anyone. I think it may be the best Switch 2 grip, mainly just because you are getting 3 different handles. So whatever feel you like, you can switch it up. If you're sharing with family, brothers, sisters, they can switch, use their own grips, what they like. It's very versatile. You still get all the functionality of the Switch 2. So 2 thumbs up, highly recommend. And if you like this video, please like and subscribe. If you've used the Neo grip, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think. Or if you have any questions about this grip, leave a comment. I'll be happy to answer. Thanks for watching and have a nice day.